let's get this kicked off with a church story. We all went to Shama's. Is it a church story? Well, there are people from youth group. It counts. We went and we had some crappy fireworks, right? It was 4th of July.
Oh, no.
And we lit them, and they fell over, and it was too late at that point. We just had to scatter.
So wait a second. I got to preface this by, Ken, I bought fireworks at like 11:30 p.m. at a gas station. This is like 30 minutes till the new year.
Yeah.
Like gas stations were like discounting the fireworks because they knew they were about to be, invalid till July 4th.
Right.
So it wasn't, top-notch fireworks. It was really crappy fireworks.
The question is, did the person you buy the fireworks from have all of their fingers?
Yeah.
Because if they had 10 fingers, you knew what you were getting. It was junk.
Yeah.
The best fireworks come from a guy with at least one missing digit, maybe wearing an eye patch even.
So even if you want to wear, you really, first step in being a fireworks salesman is to lose some fingers. I don't know if that's with a knife or just putting some skin in the game, literally.
There's a football player named Jason Pierre-Paul. I don't know if he still currently plays, but he had to play like the last 2 seasons with a club on his hand.
Because he blew off his hand?
Yeah, he's missing maybe a couple fingers from a fireworks incident, which imagine your employer who's paying you upwards of like $10 million a year hearing about that.
Yeah, this is why when I hear stories like that, and then I think about the fireworks incident in my house, I always think that it's a miracle. I got
they were
and through youth ministry without ever having to call 911 or dropping a kid off at the emergency room.
I mean, they were crappy, so it wasn't. I don't think they could injure us, but we did definitely run away when it tipped over.
I mean, so it's like the like the 6-8 can or whatever. It's supposed to shoot straight out.
Yeah.
We set them off. And it tipped. I guess maybe somebody kicked it while they were running.
So it shot in the direction that it was designed to, but not the one we wanted it to.
But the thing was, so I remember like we were all yelling like, "Take cover, duck!"
And the story gets better.
Oh man! And one of them. So we're watching them. You know how fireworks when they go up. If you're listening and not watching, you're not going to get this. They go. Like they swiggle up. They're like. So this is exactly what they were doing. They were like, "Boo!" And they like shoot into the woods and like, poof. And so for like a brief 3 seconds, you see this bright light, and I'm like, "Oh no!" And then I'd look over, and one would also squiggle and like land somewhere else, and then one like shot up over my house and hit my neighbor's ceiling, my neighbor's roof. They were out of town, and they had a security system, so. After the fireworks dissipated, what they like dissolved, we were hanging out. You're a parent. You know how your kids do something terrible, but then after that, it's just this like freaking just a ridiculous level of calm, right? You do something terrible, and then you're just like, I've got it out of my system. So that's us. Like at the fire, we're just like, just listen to music on a Bluetooth speaker. And then Brandon Poole comes around to the backyard. And he's like, "Why are there 3 cop cars outside? Why are there 3 cop cars up front?" And I'm like, "Dude, no, stop joking, stop playing." It's like there are 3 cop cars outside, and we go around front, and they were just inspecting around our neighbors. And we were like, "Hey, let's all just sit around the fire, like real." And for some reason, like, real calm. Somebody get that acoustic guitar and start playing "Kumbaya" right now. Let's go.
Even if I'm not guilty of anything, whenever I see cops, I'm like, "Run!"
That's a thing only you could do.
Yeah, you're right. Because we did that. Remember downtown?
Yeah,
you got stopped
downtown
by cops, and the cop was like, "Why is he running?"
That's a couple years ago. You're like 15.
Yeah.
And like I was like, "PD, what's it?" I'm like, even if we were innocent, we don't look it now.
Hey, I was ahead of the curve on running from the police.
That's privilege, PD.
Yeah.
You don't even know that.